I forgot to tell you, I jumbled those up in there.
So nice.
And having that same
Ready? Always ready, right?
how it feels.
judge what I do. Don't judge.
I'll go, yeah. Well, I'm going to go.
And having a little less stress than it is.
We'll find Katrina, and Katrina, here she is. The only problem is I have no watch.
Yeah, I used to have as a child.
Hey, sit next to you now. Is somebody the one on the end?
We need to move, shift them down.
I think you need to move down.
Okay.
Do we need to shift down with the flower? We can move down. Here. Yeah, we can move down.
Are you all right with that?
You want me to move down? Yeah.
So then he's not in the flowers.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, you want to shift your chair?
Are we done shifting for a person?
Double check. Live dangerous.
Music has its stuff.
Yeah, let's hope about it. Exactly.
That's why I left my phone in there. Oh, he goes here.
Yes, he is. Still hung under by
He's doing one of the awards.
Yeah, he's just,
Yeah, he's one of the fathers, I think.
yeah, he's still on that committee.
Yes.
Which is great. He's going to talk to him a couple weeks ago.
It's so good to see him again.
Well, I'm
Is he doing well?
well, he started applying for some other things, so we had conversations on that. And I think pretty much every area applied.
What time was it?
3 minutes.
In those 3 minutes.
I'll look at you. You get ready.
Right, and then Nita will come
Corner over here. And you'll thumb me up when you're ready. Rita, you look so pretty. Oh my God, I love Louis.
It's always it is. It's really doubled down a lot of water.
That's nice.
She's looking around somewhere.
Like, hey,
That's all right. I can do without it. Share with me. I don't think I actually need it for any.
never mind. I saw it here.
Not very particularly.
Yeah, it's not. Like, I realized I saw this movie.
We're done, and they're all like, could I wait for a minute and then go for that? Now you're
Perfect. I like that.
It really is one sentence.
How the table
just remember
Great, we're on camera. If you mess up,
Like I said, I chose it to over the last night.
okay.
It really is one. And I know it feels like it's like all of our meetings that I'm
Okay, now, it's funny, I know Abigail won't use, but it's because that's my daughter's name spelled differently. But she wants to do criminal justice, and my daughter's a trooper, and she saw my daughter today and wanted to do a ride along with her. I just thought I'd usually not totally trained to Abigail.
I think they were both here at the same time. I had both of their files for a while. Both spelled differently.
Maybe. I mean, she graduated from Norwich.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
There was a point.
Yeah, like it was like a 4-year, like she was probably
Where
she
one was in.
20.
Right. You're like, okay.
Good evening. My name is John Broadley, and I am the principal of Green Mountain Union High School. Welcome to the Green Mountain Union High School graduation for 2024. Please, if you first rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the Green Mountain Band for performing this evening. And please give a round of applause for our guest conductor, Lita Malazati. Today's speaker has been a social studies teacher at Green Mountain for 18 years. She holds a BA in American Studies from the University of New England. Louder. Someone's telling me to be louder. Okay. Today's speaker is a social studies teacher who's been at Green Mountain for 18 years. She holds a BA in American Studies from the University of New England, a certificate in secondary education from Johnson State College, and a Master's of Education in Teacher Leadership, a degree from American College of Education. Please welcome Melissa Palmer.
Okay, I've made a vow that I'm not going to cry, so I may not look at you guys, but that's okay. Colleagues, proud parents, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2024. Today is a day of celebration, a day where we gather to honor the hard work, dedication, and growth that each of you has demonstrated over the past few years. As I stand before you, I am filled with pride for all that you have accomplished. High school graduation is a significant milestone, marking the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. It is a time to reflect on the journey that has brought you here, the challenges so many of you have had to overcome, and the triumphs you have achieved. Each of you has a unique story, a journey marked by moments of doubt, perseverance, and ultimately success. It was my pleasure to be a part of your journey. Our journey together began 6 long years ago. Think back to your first day of 7th grade. You walked through the doors filled with curiosity, excitement, a lot of personality, and maybe a little apprehension. I remember that day vividly. I can recall talking to the rest of the 7th grade team at the end of that day. We looked at each other, shook our heads while thinking, what have we got ourselves into? By April vacation, we were barely functioning. Guys, you were a hot mess back in 7th grade. I raided Mr. Ripley's chocolate drawer daily that year. I liked you back then, but teaching you was rough. Yet, for some reason, I decided to follow you to the high school a year later. I remember Miss Bushy saying, if you move to the high school, you have to teach them again. And I was like, I know, but at least I know what I'm getting myself into. When the fall of 2020 rolled around and you entered my classroom as freshmen, I didn't know what to expect. We were socially distanced, wearing masks, but most of us were happy to be back in the classroom. What I soon discovered was that you guys had grown up. Don't get me wrong, you were still full of personality. You still make, like to this day, you still make me shake my head, but you've also matured. We could have real conversations. You learned how to take responsibility for your actions. Most of you have been a student in my classroom on at least 4 occasions, and in my advisory since 7th grade. I have grown to appreciate each and every one of you. You are my kids, and I can't imagine Green Mountain without you. I'm gonna do it, not gonna cry. Over the years, You have grown in ways that are immeasurable. You have developed resilience, the ability to adapt, and the strength to push through in recent times. And yet, you have emerged stronger. We experienced a bomb threat together. We navigated remote learning and social distancing together. The memories of these experiences will always be intertwined with memories of you. As you step in to the next phase of your lives, I want to be open to change and see it as a chance to grow and learn. Your adaptability and willingness to embrace the unknown will be your greatest assets. Think of all the change you've experienced here at Green Mountain. Change is inevitable. Yeah, I've complained to you about change on several occasions. Seek out new knowledge in every aspect of your life. Try new foods, go to new places, learn new hobbies. I hope I was able to be an example of lifelong learning to all of you. Third, be kind and compassionate. In a world that can sometimes be harsh and unforgiving, choose to be a beacon of light. Show empathy towards others, lend a helping hand, and remember that even the smallest acts of kindness can make a significant impact on somebody's life. I hope you all remember me as being kind and compassionate. Lastly, believe in yourselves. You are capable of achieving great things, and the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourselves. Trust in your abilities, pursue your passions, and never be afraid to dream big. One of the hardest parts of being a teacher is saying goodbye to students who have become a part of your life. For 6 years, I have seen you nearly every day. I think I may have spent more time with some of you than I have my own children over the past 6 years. I've watched you turn from awkward 12-year-olds into high school graduates. We've shared highs and lows together. We've been there for each other. I've been rooting for you along the way and will continue to cheer you on as you start your new journeys. Stay in touch and know that I will always be there for you. Hands down, the best thing about teaching are the relationships I make with my students. The relationships I have formed with you have been some of the most rewarding of my career. What will I do without you guys? Stopping in my classroom to ask me a question, tell me something that happened, or to complain that we didn't have a snow day when the weather was iffy and you were already late to class. You know who I'm talking about. You all have been a constant in my life for the past 6 years and have helped me become a better person, teacher, and parent. And for that, I thank you. Some incredibly good people will be walking across the stage tonight, and I am honored that I was able to play a role in their life. I wish I had the time to talk about each of you in this speech, but I wouldn't be able to do that without crying my eyes out, and I'm an ugly crier, really ugly, and you don't want to see that, and I don't want to do that. So congratulations, class of 2024. This is your moment. Go out into the world and make it a better place. Follow your dreams, and remember, you will always have a home here with the memories you've created and the people who have shared in this journey with you. Thank you, and best of luck on the incredible journey that lies ahead.
Thank you, Ms. Palmer. Outstanding achievement recognition. The following students have been recognized for outstanding academic achievement and were presented with medals they're wearing this evening on last Friday's Senior Awards. Please stand to be recognized. Kira Bate, Delaney Bogfried, Forrest Garvin, Riley Medina, and Carissa Tucker-Reed. Our first speaker tonight is the son of Alan and Allie Garvin of Chester. He has been involved in numerous activities, including National Honor Society, student government, soccer, and track. Forrest will be attending Worcester Polytechnic Institute in the fall. Please welcome to the stage Forrest Garvin.
Good evening, everyone. I hate to admit it, but I'm going to miss this school. I would give anything to be back in freshman year and do it all over again. There were so many missed opportunities, mistakes, and cringe moments, and to be able to go back and fix these would be a dream come true. And I know many of my fellow peers feel the same way. I mean, we all remember how dumb we were in middle school. Alas, this is not possible, and life must go on. Though we have made so many memories throughout our lives, we cannot dwell on the past, however happy or sad it may be. We must now start looking towards the future, to college, to careers, to whatever we may go on to do. It's going to be a tough journey during the transition from high school to real life. Even myself, who has said since the beginning of freshman year, "Oh, I can't wait to leave to go to college," is absolutely terrified. The uncertainty of it all, not knowing what it's going to be like, what friends you're going to make, what classes you're going to like, it's all petrifying. But that is the nature of change. Moving on is scary, but I know every single one of you sitting beside me today, and I know all of you are capable in succeeding in your fields. And the best part of it all is we have each other. Like I previously said, we've all been through a lot, through COVID, through bomb threats, through fights, through lies, and through truths. The turmoil we have faced is exhausting, but the only way we made it through was with the help of each other. And though it may seem as though we are leaving each other behind, in reality, we will all still have each other. We aren't leaving each other behind, we are just separating. We will always have this network of individuals along with the memories we associate with them, whether they be good or bad. What I'm trying to say is, even if it feels like there's nobody there to support you, we will always have each other. This feeling of loneliness is a feeling I have a lot of experience with. All throughout high school, I had issues with anxiety and loneliness. I felt like I was alone in my own world. It took me down some dark roads and led me to some dark places. But what helped pull me out was the people around me. It was the track team where I met so many smiling faces, the trips we took as a class. These moments of togetherness that I felt are why I'm standing here today. It wasn't the teachers, it wasn't the textbooks, it wasn't the grading system, though proficiency-based grading certainly did help. It's because of you guys that I was able to achieve my goals. I truly owe all of you a thank you for helping me become the person I am today. I know I still have a lot of growing to do, and so does everyone else, but knowing you guys has made it a whole lot easier. Moving on to college will take growth. As a person and a student, it is a journey I can now confidently say I can make. I feel I am prepared for my new life, armed with the knowledge and connections that GM has left me, knowledge of my weaknesses and my strength. Eric Church said in his song, some of it you learn the hard way, some of it you read on a page. Some of it comes from heartbreak, and most of it comes with age. It is truly only with time and experience that we blossom into the people that we are still becoming. Now, many of you who know me know that Eric Church is not on my playlist. I'll admit it, I had a little help writing the speech from someone else. It's someone who I deeply believe deserves this position and opportunity to speak more than I do. That person is my dear friend since kindergarten, Abby Williams. So a special thank you goes out to her. I'd like to close out my speech by showing gratitude for many of my inspirations. First of all, I'd like to thank my brother Miles. I can say without a doubt he is my best friend in the whole wide world. He is cooperative, he's considerate, and an excellent role model for me in my younger years. He also has, whether he realized it or not, put me in this position today. The sibling rivalry is what drove me to become better and smarter. And I can confidently say that I am better, as evidenced by my Nelm Scholar Leader Award, the one award that I got to hold over his head. In all seriousness, though, he has given me confidence and encouragement, and I am truly grateful to have such an awesome brother like him. Next, I would like to say thank you to my mother, Allie. She is our guidance counselor here, and I can confidently say that she has had so much of an impact on all of the kids here. She is a kind soul. She is gentle and caring and always listens. And not only that, she's the best mother in the whole wide world. She was able to put up with my temper tantrums as a child and my annoying pre-teens. She's loving in all manners of the word. She makes me dinner, folds my laundry. She helps me clean my room despite my objections. And not only that, she does it all with a smile on her face. I owe everything to her, and she truly deserves the world. I love you, Mom. And finally, I want to give a special thanks to the man who is the sole reason for my passion in the sciences. He is smart, he's inspiring, and I hate to admit it, but he's also a funny guy. That man is my father, Alan. He's been my science teacher for the last 3 years, and I can say with confidence that he is the best teacher I have ever known. He knows how to make learning fun and exciting, and he is able to do it so effortlessly and casually. I remember being a kid, asking him so many questions about the universe, about the earth, even about soap. He was able to answer them all, but more importantly, he was able to do it in a way that made me want to keep asking them. People has always said, I'm a good teacher, and I'm good at explaining things. And it's all because I learned from the best. And for that, I am truly grateful. Love you, Dad. And as I wind down towards the conclusion, I would like to give a final thank you to all the families who could attend today. It truly means so much to us students to be able to share this moment with you, this summation of all of our hard work and dedication. Without your continued support, none of this would be possible. And with that, I would like to say a final congratulations to all of the graduating seniors of 2024.
Thank you, Forrest. Our next speaker is the daughter of Dylan and Leela Bate of Grafton. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Environmental Club, and worked on the school newspaper. Kira was a stage manager at this year's Addams Family Musical and was our yearbook editor. Kira will be continuing her studies at the University of Vermont in the fall. Please welcome Kira Bate.
Good evening. I have a video of me in this school at 2 years old, trying to get a drink at the water fountain by the auditorium. I'm on my tiptoes, but I still can't reach it, and the water is just going straight into my nose. It's weird to realize all that time has gone by, and now I'm here graduating. In kindergarten, I remember thinking about how I couldn't wait to be a sixth grader. The sixth graders seemed so cool and so much older than me. When I got to sixth grade, I couldn't wait to be a senior. I thought as a senior I would just know everything. I know now that's really not true. Despite that, I've learned a lot in my time here, and I would like to take a moment and say thank you to my friends, family, and teachers. My first class in high school I ever took was ceramics with Marcia Dockham. I quit after 3 days. She told me later she was worried she scared me away, but really I just hated the texture of clay. My second class with Marcia was Creative Arts second semester in 9th grade. That might just have been my favorite class I ever had. I've taken many classes with Marcia since, though never again ceramics. Marcia has always gone above and beyond to help me and others out. Thank you so much, Marcia. I'll miss you a lot. When I was in elementary school, a friend of my mom's campion used to spend his afternoons tutoring me in math. Once I became a middle schooler, my friends took his place. I want to thank my friends for all your help and patience with me during math class every day. A lot of unexpected things have happened during our time here. Our 7th grade year, we had to evacuate the school. In 8th grade, we had to quarantine. And even though we went back to school in 9th grade, we spent it in masks. I'm very grateful this year that we got to have a pretty normal senior year. These past 7 years have gone by very fast. I wish each of you the best of luck in everything you do next. Thank you to everyone for coming out tonight, and congratulations to all my classmates.
Thank you, Kira. The next speaker is the daughter of David and Michelle Bargfried of Chester. She's a member of the National Honor Society, yearbook editor, and participated in the District Music Festival this year. Delaney has been involved with the drama department all 4 years. Please welcome Delaney Bargfried.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you so much for coming to celebrate these final moments together as the class of 2024. Thank you to the teachers, staff, and parents, and most importantly, to my fellow graduates. Many of us have grown up together, graduating elementary and even preschool with one another, and it's truly unbelievable to be here now graduating high school. I don't want to take up too much time or stand here and make some long, drawn-out speech. However, I do want to very briefly speak on a topic that has affected me and many of the other graduates here. The question of what to do after high school. Seeing your peers go off and feeling pressure from teachers, parents, and fellow students can be a lot to bear. But I'm here to tell you the opposite of what most teachers and parents probably want you to hear. You don't have to go to college. Whenever I'm asked what I'm doing after high school, I find myself lying in order to satisfy the question in a way that people want. Oh, I'm taking a gap year and I'm considering college, but that isn't true at all. There's such a severe stigma surrounding the decision not to pursue further education, but entering the workforce is just as legitimate of a decision. If you're a hardworking, honest, and upstanding person, it shouldn't matter what level of education you have. Some of the most hardworking and talented people I know have not gone to college or have no eagerness to attend. College is absolutely a fine route to take, but there's also nothing wrong with making the decision to enter a trade. So many students start college and realize they aren't ready or have no idea if they're there for the right reasons, and that's okay. That's why there should be no pressure to do it now. Work, try things, and if in a year or in 50 years you decide you're ready, go for it. Good people can come from all backgrounds, and it's okay to do things in a way that it may seem no one else is. Morality by a degree, and that's the most important thing to remember. Thank you all again for being here and for your time tonight. I'm very grateful to have experienced high school with this group of kids, and I want to thank you all and wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Delaney. Our next speaker is the daughter of Ariel Goddard of Chester. Riley is the co-president of the school newspaper, a member of the National Honor Society and Environmental Club, and has been on the varsity cross-country team for 3 years. Bard College is Riley's next stop on her journey. Please welcome Riley Medina.
In drafting this speech, I followed the advice of many past creative writing teachers and took pains to avoid cliches as much as can be possible in a graduation speech. Before I set pen to paper, I made a list of them. The most notable bullet point being, no Shakespeare, ever. It can be easy to fall into patterns of nostalgia, but having joined this community in my sophomore year, I only recently got into the rhythm of things. Rather than looking back into the forever ago that was elementary school, I am instead looking around at the many friendly faces that made space for me in their world and gave me the freedom to think, create, and learn on my own terms. Being at GM has proven to me that real learning is 20% curriculum and 80% people. Those who pulled me aside to talk about my most recent essay, who met me in off hours to make sure I was understanding, who scribbled in the margins, those whose doors were always open. These are the people who most defined my time in high school. As a strangely scholastic child, maybe too scholastic, it has always been educators, family, and friends who encouraged and supported me as I buckled down and strained to continually one-up myself, all of my own volition. Something within my 8-year-old self seemed to decide that life was a serious affair. Learning was something to sweat for, and passions were to be swallowed whole. Now, in my final years at GM, I find myself aging in reverse. Now, it is those same educators, families, and friends who give me the go-ahead to make mistakes, to write outside the prompt, to break character, and to improvise, to live and learn as a student of life, to have to say goodbye right when it's getting good, and the world is opening itself to reveal nothing but threads of potential. And which will you choose? I found it's incredibly hard to end a speech without the use of cliché. It's kind of what they're for. Instead, I give you the anti-cliché. Don't waste your time reaching for the stars when all of the best things live right here on the ground.
Thank you, Riley. Each year, the senior class chooses a member of the faculty or staff that feel has had the greatest impact on their years at Green Mountain. This is a tradition started by the class of 2018. At this time, I'd like to invite Abby Williams and Nova Cherubini to the podium to present the 2024 Apple Award and the presentation of the class gift.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the graduation of the class of 2024. This is an exciting time for our class, our families, and the teachers here at GM. Because it's such an amazing time for us and our teachers, we want to give back by awarding the Golden Apple to a teacher who has stuck out to us and me and Abby's life for about 6 years now. Has been one of the most hardworking and reliable teachers I have ever known. I managed to end up in her classroom at least once every year, whether it be for a gossip session, just to talk, anything. This teacher has helped us through the flood of the elementary schoolers that came up when they got flooded out, the flood, the COVID-19 epidemic, and the bomb threat. I'll hand it over to Abby now.
She has taught me in various history classes, almost every year that I have attended Green Mountain Union High School. From learning about where to go in case of a zombie apocalypse, to filling out 1,000,000 pages of guided notes, all of the knowledge that she has taught me has been engraved in the minds of the class of 2024. Thank you for being the kind and generous person that you are, and for all of the times you sat to talk to me about my life when I was done with all of my work early. If you didn't already know, she has also been the head of student government for many years now. We planned every pep rally and spirit week since I started at this school in 2018. These events were an opportunity to bring us closer together as a community, and she did it out of the goodness in her heart, and with the hope that Green Mountain would be full of school pride once again. Here is a note to all of her upcoming students. No matter what, under any circumstances, do not make any annoyingly repetitive noises, or else. It is my honor, on behalf of the class of 2024, to present the Golden Apple Award to Mrs. Palmer.
I'd like at this time to please welcome our Assistant Principal, Kate Leith, to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. The Faculty Recognition Award is given to the student who the faculty would like to recognize for their perseverance and resilience throughout their high school career. Please come up when your name is called. Grace Burns. Austin Kubasek. Carissa Tucker Reed. The Alumni Award is voted on by the faculty and given to the senior who they feel has demonstrated the greatest improvement both personally and academically throughout their high school years. This scholarship is made possible thanks to the Chester High School GMUHS Alumni Association. This year's Alumni Award goes to Aiden Labarge. The Babe Ruth Award is given to 2 student athletes in the senior class who have demonstrated good sportsmanship in school, in the community, and on the athletic field. The recipients of this year are Forrest Garvin and Abby Williams. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Leith. The Chester Academy recognizes those students who make a significant contribution to the Green Mountain community by awarding silver and gold pins to students. Points are awarded for activities in the areas of academic performance, participation in sports, student government, and extracurricular activities. Points can also be earned by receiving awards or recognition from outside of the school. The following seniors received their gold pin for 50 points during their junior year. Please stand and be recognized. Forrest Garvin and Abigail Williams. Tonight, we will add the following students to our gold Green Mountain pin recipient list. As your name is called, please come up to receive your pin. Delaney Bogfried. Kira Bate. Semele Blake. Aiden Labarge. and Lida Malazati. I would also like to recognize the following seniors who have previously received their silver GM pin for 25 points. Please stand and be recognized. Bree Howe Lynch, Vivian Langeran, Riley Medina, Hannah Rivette, Gracie Van Aken, and Grace Wright. And at this time, I'd like to please welcome Keith Hill to the podium for the Chester Academy Scholarships.
Good evening, everyone. This feels vaguely familiar. It's an honor to be back with you again today at a time of celebration. This is always my favorite time of year. I attended a graduation just the other night, and it's lovely, but I always say nobody really does it like Green Mountain does it. So here we are. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I'm going to start this evening. I'm here as the chair of the Board of Trustees for the Chester Academy. And you just heard a little bit about the Chester Academy, but we've been around for a hot minute. So I'm here to present two different things. First, the Chester Academy Medal, which is made possible by a generous donation from Helen Park, who is a retired teacher. These pins have been given out in this community since 1931 to two graduates who are nominated by their teachers, who, as Ms. Palmer so eloquently has said, she knows you very well. So it is with great pride that this year we present these pins and a check to Abigail Williams and Forrest Garvin. All right. And the second piece of this, the Chester Academy. It's always nice to give a brief history to remind ourselves of why we do this. Chester Academy opened its doors here in 1814, as the area's premier college preparatory school. It closed its doors in the late 19th century when the academic program was absorbed by the expanding public school system and what you see now. So quality public education runs deep in this community. In 1915, the Academy was rechartered as a charitable institution after the bequest of Miss Martha Hill of Chicago, who donated $2,500 to the Academy, who at the time apparently didn't realize the Academy hadn't existed for decades. Local Judge Hugh Henry happily accepted the money, rechartered the school as a charitable trust, and thus began this process here. So we're responsible for the gold and silver pins and those types of things that have been going on for, forever. The John Butler Scholarship, which is the one I'm here to present this evening, came about following an incredible bequest from the estate of John Butler to the tune of some $250,000 in 1984. So we are celebrating our 40th anniversary this year of scholarships granted to Green Mountain graduates. To date, over 200 recipients can tell you of the legacy that Mr. Butler left behind. And as some of the applicants know, he is an interesting man with a very storied past. Some of their holes in his story are actually quite fascinating. But what we do know is he was accepted into the Chester community, he was given a home, and this is sort of his legacy to all of you. I myself was a recipient back in at that point. But this year, it's sort of this wonderful little vortex of things. So 40 years doing this, over 200 recipients of this scholarship, and this year we finally tipped over the mark of giving out $1 million in funds to continuing education. So it's incredible. It's an incredible thing that happens. And John, I think, would be in awe of this situation. He certainly would not have liked the intensity of this particular social situation. It wasn't his cup of tea. But here we are. And I want to say to John that he's a testament to a life lived outside the box, and that, you know, amazing things can come from the most unexpected of places. It's really true. So this year we are granting 4 scholarships, and the number varies each year, but they are renewable for 4 years. And our recipients are as follows. So please come to their stage to receive your scholarship. Kira Bate. And it is a competitive year every year, and I wish we could give them out to everyone that applies. Our second one is to Forrest Garvin. Aiden Labarge. And finally, Riley Medina. Congratulations again to the graduating class of 2024.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. At this time, I'd like to invite the class advisor, Katrina Boysenholt, for the presentation of the diplomas.
Kira Rose Wilson Bate. Kira will be attending the University of Vermont studying communications. Delaney Laurel Barchfried. Delaney will be joining the workforce, exploring her passions through job opportunities and traveling. Vivian Abigail Saline Langerand Garcia. Vivian will be moving to London and continuing her second year of college through the early college program at CCV and getting her associate's degree. Emily Grace Blake. Semele will be attending Worcester State University, majoring in communication sciences and disorders. She hopes to lend a helping hand to others in need. Grace Lee Wright. Grace will be taking a semester off and then attending the University of Vermont, majoring in sports management. Gracie Mae Van Aken. Gracie will be attending Worcester State University, where she will be competing on the indoor and outdoor track and field team. Bree Elena Howe Lynch. Bree will continue her education at Franklin Pierce University, completing the 3+1 business program to receive her MBA and playing on the D2 Ravens softball team. Angelina Jean Cole. Angelina is going to continue to broaden her equestrian knowledge through experience. Joseph William Vulo. Joey will be heading to Bryant University this fall. Aiden Ellis Labarge. Aiden plans to study psychology at St. Michael's College this fall. Abigail Lily Williams. Abby will be continuing her education at Elmira College, majoring in criminal justice and playing on the varsity softball and wrestling teams. Forrest Oswald Garvin. Forrest will be attending Worcester Polytechnic Institute to pursue a bachelor's degree in computer science. Catherine Lynn Losey. Catherine would continue with her work and her family. Jocelyn May Crawford. Jocelyn will continue to work in the child care field after graduation. Kyla Virginia Boyer. Kyla will be attending Vermont State University in Randolph in the veterinary technician field. Ariana Rose Call. Ariana will be attending River Valley Community College to become a radiologic technologist. Aiden Kyle Blanchard. Aiden will be joining the Air Force after graduation. Tate Aiden Pellerin. Tate will be joining the workforce after graduation. Liam James Wilder Murphy.
Thank you, sir.
Liam will be joining the workforce after graduation. Karen Liseth Quiroga Vargas. Karen plans on joining the workforce and traveling. Carissa Janellen Tucker Reed. Carissa plans to continue her education at Maine College of Art and Design, pursuing a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree. Riley Rose Medina. Riley plans to attend Bard College to study English and history. Marley Elizabeth Monroe. Marley plans to take a gap year to work and spend time serving in the church and community. During this time, she will carefully and intentionally pray for the next steps that she will take. Marley plans to become an interior designer decorator and to be a worship leader. Lita Consejo Balumbo Melizarte. Lita plans to attend the University of Vermont and major in psychology. Noah Peter Cherubini. Sorry. Noah will be attending Salve Regina University to study nursing, where he hopes one day to become a pediatric nurse and live on the beach. Jamie Leslie Lee Lagerstead. Jamie's goal was to graduate high school, which they have achieved. Now her next goal is to survive. Grace Lynn Clark. Grace will be taking a gap year to travel and join the workforce. Hannah Faith Caroline Rivet. Hannah will be studying through River Valley Community College, later traveling and using her skill set in the missions field. Chloe Nicole Carlisle. Chloe will be entering the workforce, working in childcare. Micaiah Ann Harkins. Micaiah will be entering the workforce after graduation. Savannah Noel Wade. Savannah will be joining the workforce. Summer Morgan Robitil. Summer will be entering the workforce with plans to join the police force. Sage Michael Chase. Sage will be joining the workforce. Camden David Curtis. Cam will continue working at Chris Spano's Auto to further his career in the car industry and own a custom shop. Oliver LaRue Stoddard. Oliver plans to join the workforce after graduation. Grace Elizabeth Burns. Grace will be continuing her education online. Austin Theodore Kubasek. Austin will be entering the workforce after graduation. Abigail Olivia Blanchard. We wish Abby well on her future endeavors. Cameron Elliott Bamforth. Cameron is going to continue to work with his music. Jason Chandler Oakes. Jason will be spending his first semester of college abroad in Spain. Then he will continue his education at the University of Vermont in the spring. Matthew Finn Murphy. Matt will be taking a gap year and then heading to college. Christopher Stephen Kelly. Chris will be attending Champlain College in the fall.
I'd like to take a moment to thank a few people. Marsha Dockham, Kelly Goodrich, and all of the YES program students that helped with the flowers and the flower beds. Mr. Brady and his band. Providing us with tonight's music. We also could not have done all of this without the hard work and dedication of our maintenance staff. Todd, Jim, Tim, Jason, Marie. I just want to tell you a short note. This morning, our maintenance staff, together with many different members of our school community, shifted the whole graduation to what you see now. We were in the gym to begin with. They did a great job. Thank you. And now, please welcome Two Rivers Supervisory Union Superintendent Lauren Fearman for the closing remark and conferring of the diplomas.
Good evening. Thank you. This final step is blissfully short. I want to congratulate all of you on your achievement. You have one final thing to do. Take your tassel, move it from the right to the left. I present to you the Green Mountain Union High School class of 2024.
walking backwards with the rain. When I'm stuck in